Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Okay, we are talking hair today. And as you can see, I have a hair thing going on. So what happens with my hair is that during the winter, I only wash my hair like once a week. It just doesn't need to be washed more than that. And it's better for your hair the less often you can wash your hair. However, we are now into full-fledged summer and mowing yards and stuff like that. So I mowed yards and I came in and literally had like grass stuck in my hair and stuff. So I had to go ahead and wash it. And this is what happens when I wash it and then dry it. It turns into this frizzy mess that is just, it's impossible to deal with. I absolutely despise. This is what my hair is like on a normal basis. So I've had to learn how to do things to take care of my hair. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing, honey? So the first thing is I wash my hair with a garlic shampoo. No, it does not smell like garlic. And I use a garlic conditioner on it, which helps a lot. But because my hair is so unbelievably dry in a normal sense, I have to go in and oil my hair. And so I use our garlic oil because it goes with my shampoo. And it works so great. And normally I don't have to use a whole lot of it. But when I have stressed my hair out like it is right now, it takes a little bit more than it usually does. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Kathy, sweetheart. Okay, so I just put some in my hands and I just start working it, through my hair. And this just absolutely becomes the lifesaver to my hair. You see, I'm starting to be able to run my hands through it now. And it doesn't leave my hair greasy. Again, because my hair is so dry, it will just soak that right up, which is awesome. So you see, you see the difference that it's making in my hair. So there's that. And when I first do it, it can look a little greasy, just because it takes about, good morning, Sherry. It takes about 5 minutes. So by the time I get done with the live, you'll see. But it takes about 5 minutes for it to soak in. But look at that. That's my huge difference I get for giving my hair that extra moisturizer. And the mail needs to hurry up and come because I'm almost out. So that'll teach me. I'll make sure that when the next bottle gets about half empty, I'm going to go ahead and order my next one. But it just makes such a huge difference in my hair. And absolutely love it. It takes it from not being able to comb through it to combing through it. It helps with the really nice shine in my hair. I mean, it's just amazing. And I love it. So it takes a few minutes. You have to work with it to get it through your hair and stuff. But absolutely is so worth it in the end when you get this hair all lined out. I have... my hair is way too thick to be running around being fuzzy to start with. I just, it's unmanageable like that. But like I said, usually I only have to do like 1 squirt of this in my hair and run it through. But it just got so damaged from coloring it and washing it more frequently now than I usually do. Good morning, Eileen. That it's taken a little bit more to get it back into its shape. But it will get there. And it, probably, on a normal day, I'll spend about 2 to 3 minutes doing this, on a bad hair day like today. It'll take me about 5 minutes, to sit here and just work it all through. But you see how easy now my hands are sliding through my hair. So yay. So if you deal with extremely dry hair, frizzy hair that tangles a lot, this is a super awesome way to get that life back in your hair and get it to looking like something and to be more manageable. And I'm telling you, management is key. Especially if you have a little kid that's got, tangly hair, and stuff like that. So, good morning, Carolyn. Hey, good morning, Miss Lori Jackson. I was wondering where you were at. So, there you go. So, we've gone through from that, oh my God, frizzy look to here we are. And see, that's what I was talking about. Here it looks like it's kind of oily, but no, it really isn't. It just will take it a few minutes to soak in. Okay, so, dropped off hair on my face. Morning, Janice. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, the second thing I have is what none of us want to talk about, but that peach fuzz hair that we get on our faces. It's kind of rough. I have an electric razor that I usually use on my face, but we are cleaning out, getting rid of, blah, 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 so we have boxes and stuff all over the place, and for some reason I'm not able to find the razor that I like. So I grabbed these from the store the other day, and I got to tell you, I was really confused when I first opened it up, because I'm like, where's the button? Where's the... There is no button. Oh my gosh, these are not electric. This is just kind of like a straight blade, but can you see it has, little guards there, so it's not just a straight razor, but you just take it and hold your face, hold your skin down and run it, and you'll feel it take it, and I can. So, I don't have peach fuzz that shows up a lot, but there's a little in there. So this is kind of an okay way to do that. And this came from, ow, I can feel it on my lip. I did get a little hair there. This came from the dollar store, and so there's a set of them. So there's like 2 long ones, and you see this is a shorter blade section, and even a shorter one, so if you're like doing around your eyebrows or something. So, do you remember how much these were?
About $10.
Okay, so John said these were about $10, and comes with a little sleeve so you can put it back on and keep it protected. So, a couple of ways to do that, if you have that on there. But, it's a thing that we kind of have to address, because when you have that peach fuzz on your hair and stuff like that, or on your face, a lot of times your makeup and stuff won't lay as well. So we don't want that, because sometimes the makeup can make it show up more. So then that's embarrassing. So nobody wants to do that. All right, so I got that done. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to go in with my rose water toner and start getting my face done down so I can get my skincare on. Y'all have any big plans today for Memorial Day? I know a lot of people go out and do stuff for Memorial Day, but with the conditions going on, maybe more people are staying home. We don't generally go out and do anything for Memorial Day. A lot of people get confused about Memorial Day. Memorial Day is for remembering our, good morning, Carolyn, honey. Good morning, Jen. Memorial Day is remembering the soldiers that we've lost in battle. Veterans Day is for honoring the soldiers or the retirees, the vets that we have out there. So it's kind of more of a solemn thing for us. We don't plan big barbecues or anything like that. But we're a prior military family, and so that's probably got a lot to do with it. Good morning, Sharon. Oh, Sherry, honey, that is my garlic shampoo line that I have. So I have the shampoo, and then I have the face mask, and then that oil. And so, yeah, it just has absolutely amazing what it can do for your hair, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll message you when I get done here, sweetie. But, so, yeah, so that's kind of where we are today. Now, we will be doing high fun stuff today, like the beans didn't get planted yesterday, so we got to plant beans today, and cucumbers and zucchini. We got to get that stuff planted today. And then, my husband took me out yesterday for a ride in our, my dad calls mine a donkey, but it's like a mule. It's a 4-wheeled farm vehicle. And so he took me out for a ride yesterday in that, and he said, I got to show you something. And so we were going out into some of the fields and stuff there around us, and we found wild blackberries out the wazoo. So we're really excited about that. That won't be too long, and those will be ready, and especially with all this rain we've been having, they'll do really well. So we'll go out and pick those blackberries. We have some growing in our yard, but we'll go out and pick those blackberries. And then there's only 2 things that we ever get done with our blackberries. Okay, aside from eating some while we're picking them. But I will make blackberry jelly. The kids are all crazy over blackberry jelly, so we'll make that. And then I'll save out a few for after, when it starts, I'll freeze them. So when it starts getting more towards winter again, and then we'll have blackberry cobbler, because that's good eating, but it needs to be colder weather to me to eat that. So we just freeze them and save it till then. Okay, Sherry, honey, that's fine. I'm about round all the time, so. But I will message you, babe. Okay, so that was my rose, rose face cream. Absolutely love that. Rose is so good for your face. So I use, I've started using quite a bit more rose than I'm doing anything else, but I do still use my age reversist in the mornings because, nobody wants to deal with these little puffy eyes and lines and stuff. So, but part of the thing is that when in any skincare, when you start doing it, you just got to kind of try some stuff and see, does this one work for me? Well, maybe yes, this one's working, or oh no, I need I'm still a little dry. And so you can take pieces of skincare routines and put them together and do what's going to work for your face. So what I do is I do one skincare. This is what I do in the mornings. And then in the evenings, I do just a completely rose skincare. And then I put on a heavy moisturizer for the evening, because then it can set, and work in there and stuff. So, but then I use that rose one in the morning, and then this is my age reversist one that I use. And I'm just in love with all this. And the thing that really gets me the most, which is why I wanted to start representing this company, amongst many other reasons. But one is that, we all have a tendency to want to do our skincare. We want to do our makeup. We want to do the things. But a lot of the products out there are, number one, either trash, or they're good products, but they're so dang expensive, and it's hard for me to justify excuse me, it's hard for me to justify spending $40 on a moisturizer at any time. It's just excessive to me. But especially with all the stuff that's going on right now and people out of work and stuff, it's like, who wants to have to spend that money on it? So I firmly believe that we ought to be able to have affordable products and quality products. And that's what I found with this company. So tickled about that. Okay, so I got my face on, and now I'm going to go in and put my primer on. I'm going to put this primer on and just let it set for a second, which will give me enough time to decide what I'm doing with my with my eyeshadows and stuff this morning. Somebody asked me once if I scripted these before I sat down. I absolutely do not script what I'm going to do when I get on here. It's just whatever happens. So I'm always just as surprised as you guys are. It's like, what color is she using today? She has no idea what color she's using today. She's going to get on there and wing it. So this primer, if you're new, and I see a couple of new faces here, primer is a breathable layer you're putting on your face. It's going to protect your skin. It's going to keep dirt and impurities, your makeup, from going straight into your pores. But it's breathable, so it's not blocking your face up, which is good. And just gives you that added layer of protection. I didn't know about primers, not so long ago. And boy, it just makes a huge difference. Now, here's the other thing. I talk about that. I talk a lot about, it blocking the dirt, and things like that out of your face, because I live on a farm, so that's a big deal to me. But the other thing that it's doing is it's going to go in and it will help smooth out some of those fine lines and stuff that we get, to help your makeup lay better. So it's all about, building a foundation before you do that makeup. So good, healthy skin to start with, and then protect that healthy skin so it can continue to do its job, and then put your makeup on. And a lot of days, I'm content with this. A lot of days, this right here is all it gets done. Some days, I'll do this and do just a little eyeshadow and mascara and a lip color, and that's it. So I don't run full makeup every day. But today, we're going to go ahead and do full makeup because I'm going to be on YouTube doing a live again today with a friend of mine. So cannot go on YouTube looking crazy, right? I think I do something, but no, it's cool. So she's really nice. She's helping me build up my YouTube channel over there. So if you're a YouTuber, you could go over and look up a Redneck Pizzazz, REDNECK PIZZAZZ, and that is my YouTube page, and you can find stuff there. And I think that slowly I'm going to work to doing more of my lives and stuff over on YouTube, because such a huge audience there and more people to talk to. I like talking to people, but I will keep doing stuff here on my Facebook too, because all my great friends that I've made over here. Yes, when I do my makeup, my foundation, I do go back and just kind of dust it across my ears, because depending on what the course of this day brings, I'm very likely to put my hair up in a ponytail, and I don't want white ears sticking out like that. It just seems like too much. Now, you see that? Now that I've got my foundation on, it feels so good. I don't like to stop rubbing it around. But now that I've got my foundation on, do you see that there's that shine in there? Can you see that, like here on my cheeks and stuff? That's not my foundation. Some of it is, but the bulk of it is not. It's my healthy skin underneath that's giving me that glow, and it's affecting my foundation, which is awesome. I love that. Okay, so we need to do eyes today. Let's see. Let me look here. Let's see what colors we're going to do today. I'm not going to have this wild shirt on, I don't think, when I go to do the other one. So I not necessarily need to try to match it to my shirt. Although, I guess you could about use any color under the sun and that would work, huh? That's my that is my, can't talk, blush. Couldn't get it out. Okay, and here's that's what we're going to use to contour with. We rearranged my whole work area and stuff here, and we organized everything, and now it's organized. I'm having a hard time finding out where this stuff is at, so it's like learning my desk all over again. All right, we're going to go with these eyeshadows. This is a little eyeshadow palette I got, and I absolutely love it. So you got one, you've got multiple eye looks in one container right there. So I'm grabbing a fistful of brushes over here so we can start. Let's see now. And here's the other thing: if you have multiple skin colors in your eyes, in your eyelids and stuff, a good eye primer is what will fix that for you. So I have this one, and we're going to go ahead and do this first, because you see how mine are kind of lighter up here, they're darker here, you can see some veins in there, and that variation of your skin color can affect the eyeshadow colors you put on there, because they're each, going to be trying to blend with a different background. So I just take this primer and use this, and I do take it all the way up to my eyebrow, because that'll give still a same color back there, and then I can work with that. I got a loose hair on my face somewhere. Okay, but you see how that's working that out to give you a solid base color to work with, and then it's not, you're not dealing with that. Usually I have to go in and kind of do my dark circles, but you know what? They're not as bad this morning as they have been, so I'm just going to be happy with that today and not worry about that. There are very few days where I get to not worry about the dark circles under my eyes. Insomnia means I don't sleep very much, so I kind of deal with those pretty frequently. So it's nice on those rare few days when I don't have to. Alright, so there we go. So that puts your foundation back in there, so you have a good base to start with. It also helps to hold your eyeshadow in place, which is a fantastic thing too, because, hello, we all want our stuff to stay put. So I'm just kind of blending it a little just to make sure it's all laying on there nice and smooth. Again, foundations. So, okay, got that. Now, let me see. What brush do I want? Okay. So, we're going to go with this lighter, this kind of mid-tone color here for my middle. And do that. So when I have that primer on there like this, that first little bit of layer there, I just kind of pat it in there. So, I know it's sitting in that and staying. And then as I go, I can blend up over it and work. And this is going to be a subtle look today, which is fine, because we don't always want to run around with just, eyes that are screaming, look at me. Some days, though, that's cool. So this is kind of like a nice golden color. And it has a little bit of sparkle and shine to it, which is nice. So it just kind of gives you something to work with. And then as you blend in your other colors, it'll look really awesome. Okay, so let me get this other eye over here. Then we're going to use the darker on the outside, and then the lighter on the inside, because I have those hooded eyes. That helps to open them up. Really gets them to looking good there. So let's get a little more here. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be really honest with you. When I got this eye palette, I was a little miffed about it, because the size of it. I mean, it's like this. And I thought, boy, there's not enough eyeshadow in there to deal with much at all. Well, Yeah. Don't let the size fool you. This is very highly pigmented, so it doesn't take near as much of it to use as some of the other eyeshadows I have. So that's cool. Okay, so we got that gold in there. Then we're going to go in with this. It's kind of a rose color out here. And we're going to work this in out here on the corners, just to give us a little depth to our look. Pull it up over the top a little so it's blending in good. But see, it's very subtle, but if you want it to be not so subtle, then you just layer in over it again and just keep working it in, and you'll get it to a color level that you're good with. And I'll tell you, I've been saying this a lot lately, but just playing with those colors is awesome because it's just how you learn. And it took me a long time to do that. I didn't start wearing any makeup until I was a level 52. And so I'm behind the learning curve, what most people were learning when they were 16. I'm just now doing that. But, it's okay, though, because, I had a big discussion with a friend of mine the other day, and a lot of times, it seems like a lot of times, we hit an age bracket where we're like, yep, okay, well, now I'm done. I've done everything. I've worked a career. I've raised my children. Now I've got grandkids or whatever. And now I just have to sit back and, life will be whatever life is. And I gotta tell you, I kind of had some of those thought processes myself after my accident, and it took me several years to figure out that my age or my physical abilities or whatever do not have to mean it's time for me to sit down in a rocking chair. I intend thoroughly to not do that. We always have, there's always new things for us to learn. There's always new things for us to do. I'm going to go in and put a lighter color here now in the corners to help open up my eyes. I've started I think about a year ago now, I started teaching myself how to play the piano. And that's turning out pretty okay. I've been real busy lately and I haven't got to play much. But you know what? I can sit down at the piano and recognizable tunes come out. So we're calling that a win until this stuff's over and I can actually go and start taking piano lessons is what I want to do. So I could be teaching myself bad habits in there playing wise. So maybe having a teacher tell me would be helpful. Okay, so there's that lighter color in the corners, and then we're just going to go in and just kind of blend it a little. I like to pull it over into the corner there and get that on. Okay, there we go. So a nice subtle look, if you're up close to me like that, you can see it. So now we're going to finish this off with some mascara and an eyeliner. And sometimes I want to do fun things with my eyeliners and try it out. So since this is kind of a gold color and stuff like that, it's hot in here. Since that's kind of a gold color, I'm going to take this one, which is actually is a lip pencil, but don't worry, it's okay. You can work them back and forth like that, and it's all right. I'm going to grab a mirror here so I can see. But I want to see what it would look like to run this across and just kind of give a boost to the color that's already there. And yeah, it's subtle, which is good because that's a blending thing, and I'm just going to pull it down here, part way through my corner. If you have the hooded eyes, don't run that all the way across. It just helps to close your eye back down again. So, But that's just a nice subtle across there, and that works out really well. I like that. I use eye pencils for lip pencils and lip pencils for eye pencils, back and forth all the time. But that's cool, because then you learn, if you run out of one product but you have the other, then you know what you can go in there and do. So I'm going to blend that a little bit here. All right. This is my favorite everyday mascara. It's our BeFit waterproof mascara. Good morning, Rochelle. I have a real hard time with mascaras. A lot of them make my eyes water. So if I use extended lash, mascara or something like that for occasions, that's cool. But then I have to turn around and put this waterproof on over the top of it, or else, it just makes my eyes water too much, and I can't take it. So let me get this one in. So this is not like extreme lashes today. This is just enough so that you can be like, oh, she does have eyelashes. There they are. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything real exciting today other than working out here. But it's important, even when I'm just going to be working on the farm. I gotta most days put my face on and stuff, because if I don't, I'm going to go out there and scare my chickens and ducks to death. They'll be like, who is that unmasked lady coming over here? It's so hysterical. A lot of people don't know, if you don't have, farm animals like that and stuff, our chickens and ducks are absolute crazy. We can go out there and call them, and they'll follow us around the yard like little dogs. They're so cute. Okay, and so this is going to be I got some more of these ordered in different colors, so I'm excited waiting for that to come in. But this is a one and only lipstick I've ever found that I absolutely love. It doesn't move all over the place, doesn't gather up in the corners of my lips, and it's smooth, and it doesn't come off on everything. I mean, it comes off some because it's a lipstick, but not like some of those ones do. So I really like it. It's I'm still dealing with a loose hair there. Okay. Not qualified to put on lipstick and talk at the same time. It is not one of my superpowers. Alrighty. So that just got us fixed up. That hair is in much better shape now. Look, I can just comb right through it now and see it's starting to soak in, and you see that shine is coming back to my hair, which is just lovely. So, oh my gosh, much better. All right, ladies, well, I'm off here, and y'all have an amazing day. Pass out those smiles, even if it's just to the people in your home. Smiles can make a huge difference, or make people wonder what you're up to. So either way, it's a good thing. All right, you ladies have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow.